It is time for another theme park coasting top 10 video, where we count down the top 10 rides and attractions at theme parks all around the world. So join me today as we count down the top 10 rides at Drayton Manor. Starting off at number 10, we have Buffalo Coaster, and if you have ever wanted to ride your very own buffalo, then this is the ride for you. Themed towards, believe it or not, a buffalo and located upon the park's lake. Before we even start to talk about the ride itself, just looking at this power coaster makes it worthy of the list. However, the ride experience does not disappoint either, with you boarding a very, and I mean very long train before a series of twists, turns, straights and helixes at a nice steady pace for the whole family. Therefore, no matter whether this is your first coaster or just another cred at the park, Buffalo Coaster is a must do. Get yourself ready for the fright of your life, as taking the number 9 position we have the Haunting, and as you can probably guess by the name, this is not for the faint of heart. Now, as a ride, it is not fantastic, with it only being a Vekoma madhouse, but it is the overall experience for me which puts it on the list. From the second that you enter the queue line, you will feel immersed in the spooktacular storyline. Quick spoiler alert though, because this is then followed by a quick pre-show describing your mission, and then another room which, let's just say, will make you quite literally shake. All this leads up to the main event, the Haunted Chapel, where through the use of illusions you will feel as if you are going upside down, and trust me when I say this experience will never ever be forgotten. Wahahaha. For our number 8 spot on our top 10 list, we are going to take a ride on Air Race, the attraction where you can make the most of those sick bags that you have brought. Okay, that may have been a little bit of an exaggeration, but there is no doubt that in my mind, this ride is for the thrill seekers out there. I think just looking at the ride itself, it is quite self-explanatory. Nevertheless, in a nutshell, once boarded your very own plane, you will begin by spinning around in circles. However, it does not stop there, as then your plane will rotate completely upside down, providing almost 4 Gs. So yeah, this is an intense ride, but a fun one too. Therefore, if you can build up the courage, give Air Race a go. Ahoy there me hatties, and welcome to our number 7 spot, the most swashbuckling bounty pirate ship. Okay, I apologise for my pirate accent, however this pirate ship attraction may look similar to the others, but oh my god, it does not feel the same. For starters, with this ride being placed above the lake, while you are going up and down on the ship, you can see the water below you, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. This does not even compare to the ride experience though, as due to the boat being a lot longer than most pirate ships, if you choose to sit at either the back or the front of the boat, it literally feels as if you are coming out of your seats, causing even the biggest thrill seekers in the group to shiver their timbers. Ding ding. If by some miracle you manage to head to this park on a hot UK day, then nothing will beat a ride on our number 6 spot, StormForce 10. Now, for anyone who has never seen or had the pleasure of riding this ride, for starters, you will get very, very wet. So wet in fact that we would suggest bringing a spare pair of clothes or riding at the end of the day. Nevertheless, if you are brave enough for the mission, you will begin your adventure with a walkthrough of one of my favourite queue lines in the country, before you and 7 others board the lifeboats. From here on out, you will head around many theming pieces, waterfalls, and of course a total of 3 drops, one of which is a standard drop, one which is a 16-metre tall drop with a bounce, and my personal favourite, a backwards one. For all of these reasons, this is why StormForce 10 is not only the wettest log flume in the UK, but my favourite one too. Top 5 were and coming in for this position, we have the new for 2021 Adventure Cove River Rapids, and when I visited the park a few months ago to experience it, I was blown away. Unlike your modern day rapids where they have next to nothing theming and don't normally get you that wet, on River Rapids the theming, as you can see, is up there with Florida level. The ride experience, do not get me wrong, doesn't get you soaked, but the use of mist and water cannons provides a perfect level of wetness to enjoy any time of the year. And let's not get started on the extremely fun soundtrack. So if you have never been to Adventure Cove and experienced the rapids yet, take a ride, as I promise you, you will never regret it. At the number 4 position and our top family attraction on the list, Accelerator is a coaster that should be on your bucket list. Previously known as Ben 10 the ride when I was younger, this has always been a fan favourite at the park, but still to this very day it can get some of the longest queues, and for good reason. On this family coaster, it will all start with you climbing backwards up a lift hill, and then you will be released, completing a few twists and turns. Here is where it gets cool however, as then you will do it all again backwards, making it one of the most fun and unique rides at the park. Just a quick tip from us is to ride at the start of the day, because as I mentioned earlier, due to it being very popular and only having one train on the track, it can build up some pretty long queues. Here we enter the top 3 rides at the park, and for the number 3 position we have Maelstrom. Now this is the park's gyro swing, and for anyone looking for an intense thrill in a short queue, then this is the ride for you. If you have never seen a gyro swing before though, basically on this ride you and 31 others will sit on a disc that will spin, as well as rising to a height of 24 meters. So as you can probably tell, this is not for the faint-hearted. But with all of the wind rushing through my face, and with it also being located in the highly themed Adventure Cove, I could not imagine a trip without being swept away by the Maelstrom. If you are scared of heights, then skip to number 1, as taking our number 2 position we have Apocalypse, and standing at a total of 54 meters. Already I know that 70% of people watching this right now will go, no way. But it only gets better, as when you get to the station you will have the opportunity to choose between 1 of 4 towers. Sit down with floor, sit down without floor, stand up with floor, and of course stand up without floor. No matter what tower you choose though, you will be in for a treat, with you tilting forwards and rising to the top, providing a great view of the park, don't get me wrong. Nevertheless, this is then followed by a 50 miles per hour drop in less than 4 seconds. Especially on the stand up tower, this is what makes it, for me, one of the best thrill rides out there. But the question is, would you ride, and what tower would you choose to do first? We have made it to the number 1 spot, and for the best ride at the park, we have got no other than Shockwave, the ride which 100% will give you a shock and a half. For starters, this stand-up coaster is as crazy as it sounds, because you will complete all the elements standing up. Such elements in fact include an initial lift hill to 120 feet before a drop, 0G roll, loop, and of course a double corkscrew, in addition to some pretty awesome bank turns. How cool is that? Yet also petrifying. And therefore, while you get a head around doing a loop while also standing up, let me finish off by saying this recently refurbished ride in Adventure Cove is one of only 2 stand-up coasters in Europe, and for that alone it is worthy of the list. But with it also being incredibly fun, it has to be on your bucket list when heading to Drayton Manor. Unfortunately, that is it from our top 10 video today. Obviously, you'll have your own opinions and we would love to see them in the comment section below. Also, if you have enjoyed the video, at the top we have got 2 videos that we know you would love. And at the bottom there is our Patreon page as well as subscribe button. But with all that said, there is only one thing left to say. My name is Tom from Theme Park Coastin and I will see you for the next video. Goodbye.